Like everywhere.
On, let me mute.
Yeah, mood up. Fuck boy.
Am I mudded? Am I mudded?
Yeah, am I mudded? Yeah.
Am I mudded?
Anyways, Richard, what's good?
What's good? What's up?
Richard Ramirez, what's up?
What's going on?
What's up, Richard Ramirez? What's up?
So the prompts. What's up with that?
What's up with it? What do you mean, what's up with it? It's just a prompt.
Yeah, I mean, like,
yeah?
Why do you agree with the prompt?
Set up that shot.
So the prompt is essentially saying that women love grape. Okay, anything else?
Okay, why do they love grape?
That's my question, honestly.
What do you mean?
I'm wondering why they love it, bro. Genuinely.
Well, I'm asking why do they love it in the sense that, like, do you have proof that they love it, or do you have any reasons to believe that?
Oh yeah, we do.
What is it?
We have studies on it.
And what do the studies say?
Studies say what I say.
They say what you say? Really?
Yeah.
Can you show me?
They affirm what I'm saying.
They affirm what you're saying? Okay. And what you're saying is that women love grape. Okay. Where's the study at? What's the name?
It's on the prompt, gang.
Oh, you're talking about the study on the prompt.
Here's a few.
That says that.
Here's a few.
Between 31 and 57% of women have fantasies against their will. That doesn't really lead to the conclusion that they love grape.
Okay.
What is this rhetoric?
So here's one. It's Understanding and Indulging in Grape Fantasy. It's by David W. Wall. He's a PhD. It's peer-reviewed by Devin Fry. It says that 68% of women, which is 2/3, just to be clear, out of 2,450 women have grape fantasies, and half of the men did. It also cites the other ones from Clark, Bravon, and Curtelli. That showed that 62% of the participants consisting of 355 women from 2 state universities in the South of the United States reported having great fantasies and varying degrees of frequency and time.
Yeah, that's...
You're gone. 350.
Yeah, that's interesting. So you're saying that women love grape because they experience erotic fantasies? Great response. So women love grape because they experience those fantasies?
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, so women love grape because they experience erotic grape fantasies? Okay, and how does that follow? I'm just gonna ask how that follows.
Via an analytic truth.
It's an analytic truth?
Analyticity of the second kind. When you get into the analyticity of the second kind, it just follows.
Okay, what's analytic about a fantasy, meaning that you love what's in the fantasy?
Do you not know what analytics is? I'm fucked.
If you're saying that something's analytically true, you're just saying that's true by definition. Yes, I know what that means, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, clearly.
I don't know why you thought you were gonna try to knowledge get me.
That's also just not what it means.
You're gonna try to knowledge get me. It's okay. It's not gonna work in this instance.
So when we
So you're
get
saying it's an
into
analytic
the
truth. I'm
analytic
gonna
and
ask you for the
synthetic
argument for
distinction
why it's
as
an analytic truth
posited
on
by
your semantics. Go
Kant.
ahead.
What he says is that analytics is just by pure meaning alone, and essentially.
Yo, keep using Phil against them, bro. Yo, Richard,
hold on. I had to respond to a DM from May, as they say. So essentially, the analytic and synthetic analytic as is just that it's by pure meaning alone. So essentially, what we can say in analytic truth is something that's true by pure meaning alone. We wouldn't want to say that's true in virtue of some lexical definition, as we can say that something is true or analytically true by a broader semantic reduction. Of course, we can get into like the elements of semantic reduction as to posit set theory, and I can definitely give like certain explanations of what like a semantic reduction is. So there's lexical definitions. There's also going to be ostensive explanations as well. There can just be colloquial senses of it.
Yeah, that's fine. I can grant all of that. I'm just gonna ask for like the argument as to why.
Well,
like,
it's
this
not
would
something
follow
that
from
you
the-
grant,
from the
right? It's
premises.
not going to be like the type of
Well,
thing
it
that
is
you
going to
grant.
be exactly
What
going
it
to be
is
a thing
going
that
to
I
be
grant,
is just
right? Just because
something
just because Emmanuel Kant says it
what
doesn't
it
mean
is
that
going to
it's
be is just
true.
something that's
It can be something that I grant
This
in
is
terms
what I
of like
mean
it's
by
an
it, and
argument
you
that
did
I'm
ask
going to
me what
allow
I
you to have
meant
the
by it,
frameworks
and
for us to
how
continue having
exactly
this
is it going to
conversation,
follow?
but that's okay. You can go with the framework. It's going to be something that I grant.
It's
Once
also
again, it's going to be something that I grant.
It's honestly
So
like a
what
very
I'm gonna
bad
ask you
tactic
for
when you
is
try
going
to
to be
suck us
asking
out
for
of
the
corruption.
argument.
Because
Yeah, you're just
honestly, I
talking
have a
over me,
much
so
like
it's okay. I'm going to
stronger
talk
mic
over
than
you
him,
as
and
well.
I can just overtalk
So
him.
it's okay.
So I
It's
don't
all
know
good.
why
So
he's
I'm
trying
just
to
going
do
to
this
once again
bad
ask you
form.
for
We're
the
standing
argument
within
as to
this guy.
why women
He
having
might
erotic
overtalk
great
me.
great fantasies
Yeah,
is going
you
to
can
lead
now
you to
switch
the
it.
conclusion that they love
Richard
great. It can
Ramirez.
be the case that they like the idea, but it doesn't necessarily follow that they would actually like the act itself. People can have fantasies of things that they don't actually love. So I'm just going to once again ask you for the argument for the
women
conclusion
do
from the
love rape
premises,
because they
which you're
desire
dodging right now because you're trying to move into the sort of substance. I would say it's meta, but you can move into the substance
We're
as
using
well.
all your brain power
What
just
I'm
like
asking you
Tawkson
is to move back
listen
into
because
the
I get
main
it. You're a low
substance,
just slow
or
boy. That's
kind
the
of
sun,
defend or
right? Them
provide
just intellectually
motivation
drinking
for
right
the
now. Them just
conclusion.
sticking
Go
me
ahead.
behind the fucking bar and I'm putting him down like old Yeller, bro. Do you have any response
Is this
to
a
what I said?
response to my question?
So I
That's going to
understood
be a
your
yes or
question.
no. Is this
I
a
answered your
response to my
question
question?
within that response, and do you have the response to
Oh, I was
the
over talking you, so I
response that
didn't
I
hear you.
gave?
I was speaking over you, so
Well,
I
you
didn't
weren't
hear you.
over talking
So
me.
I'm
You were
gonna mute you
attempting
for
to
a
over
minute.
talk me.
Give him gifts for that.
You were
Give who
attempting
gifts?
to overtalk me, but you
I was
couldn't
I
overtalk
wasn't
right?
just attempting.
It was a failed
successful. I was
interruption and also
successfully
like a
talking
failed
over you because if I
overtalk.
wasn't talking
Because
over
I have
you
a much stronger
successfully,
mic.
I would have actually heard what you said, and now you're
Stronger
now
mic
you're
than you,
muted.
right?
Now you're muted.
Richard, let him get his point out, and then I'm gonna let you get your point out uninterrupted. Just let him talk 30 seconds, and I'm gonna let you talk. You'll actually debate.
Yeah, we can just like debate this, right? So when I was explaining like a semantic reduction, it can include some idiosyncratic type accounts of certain like words and terms. And within this case, we can say that love all means to say that you love something is just that you have a desire towards X. And if that's the case, then it would just follow such that they love rape. And even if this is idiosyncratic and impractical, it still follows, right?
But
And yeah,
that's my
we can say
problem,
that they
though.
desire
Wait.
rape, and under this
My bad,
account, we can
my
say
bad.
that they love
Richard,
rape.
real quick. Are you done, Moto?
Yeah.
All right, don't interrupt him, even if he's saying something stupid. Just let him get it off.
Yeah. So once again, it was
ahead,
what I was
boy.
already asking for was whenever he said the semantic reduction from love into fantasies, that was what I was asking for an argument for. I'm asking for an argument for that reduction, or why I would accept, because that's going to be included right in the premises. Whenever you say that because women have these great fantasies, I don't know why this guy's talking, because women have great fantasies, that means that they love grape. That was the argument that I asked for. Whenever he repeats that and he says, oh, well, it's going to be a semantic reduction from women loving grape into these great fantasies, that's the thing that I'm asking for an argument for. I'm asking an argument
Also,
for that.
could you give us what would be sufficient as an argument? I'm not going to give it. I'm gonna make
just
one.
where the
I already
conclusions
know
follow
he's
from the
asking for
premises.
Allan.
Yeah, just let them, Alan. Moto got
Yeah, just
But-
where the
we got
conclusions
that.
follow
Like
from the
it.
premises.
All right, so Richard, what you asked there was a malformed question. You're asking for like an epistemic. It was asking like epistemic or under epistemic normativity. I mean, why exactly should we accept this like the semantic reduction or the semantic thesis? Okay. Under this account, it's just like a malformed like question, right? We wouldn't like say that, you know, I'm positing some epistemic normative claim such that you should accept it, right? So yeah, I would even like get into that, and I can like provide like an epistemic thesis for like the normativity, but again,
want
that's
you
not
to do that.
relevant. That's not the burden that I need to fulfill.
That's relevant. That is your burden. That's exactly your
Well,
burden. What's
no,
the
it's
point?
not.
You're
There's not the type
dialectically,
of
yeah, you are. You're
opposition that I've
dialectically
made.
obligated to do that because I came up
This
asking
guy's
you
like
for the
taking
argument.
like straight. This guy's taking everything from Cap, bro. Look, okay.
I mean, I've seen
So,
Cap here and there, but I'm not
no.
repeating this from
Yeah.
Cap. Cap actually repeated that
He's
from
just
somebody
taking everything
else.
from
Do
Cap.
you
Like
know
he's
who
taking
Cap
all the
repeated that
rhetoric
from?
from
Do you know who
Cap.
Cap got that from? Do you know who Cap got that from?
Hold on, before we
Yeah,
get into before we get into the tangent. So you guys disagree that he's dialectically burdened to do what exactly?
We don't wait. I was the one who was affirming that.
Okay, so what he's asking me, at least what he presumes my like obligation is just to provide an argument on why you should accept this certain semantic
Okay, so
thesis.
just let
And-
Richard get 30 seconds to say why you are obligated, and then you can respond.
Yeah, so you're going to be obligated because that's exactly what I came up here to argue with you about. I'm asking you why this erotic grape fantasy, you can laugh, it's okay. I'm asking you why the erotic grape fantasy would, hold on. I'm asking you why the erotic grape fantasy would lead to the conclusion that women love grape. And you said that there's a semantic reduction. But that's just repeating what I'm asking you to argue for. Once again, I've had to say this like 3 times now. And so the reason why you're dialectically obligated is because if you're here having a conversation with me and we're trying to get something out of this conversation, we're trying to walk away with this, from this with new knowledge or something like that, having achieved something, then the thing that we're arguing about, you have to provide an argument for it. You're the one making the positive claim. So yes, of course you're dialectically obligated.
Alright, so I wouldn't even say that positive claims means that there's an obligation to fulfill the burden.
Oh my god. Holy
because
shit.
there can be certain things, but also I wouldn't even know or not know. I wouldn't even state the proposition that it's even possible to gain new knowledge, right? Of course under the epistemic modality. But just also I never made the claim that you should accept it. So asking me why you should accept it is a malformed question. And even if I were to accept temporarily, such that if you make a positive claim that you should have to give an argument for it, right? Well, at least within an obligation sense, right? That doesn't mean how that this applies to me because I never made the claim that you should accept it, right? That's not something that I'm holding to. And see how he's copying me with the laughing while I'm responding? It's just
Nobody's copying you. I've done this in all my debates before.
rhetoric move because
I've done it
of course he used to copy all his rhetoric.
Hold
especially
on, guys,
KG
guys,
and
real
me.
quick. If we continue to laugh at each other, Richard, please, Richard, I want to see you beat him. So just be respectful, bro, please.
I'm being very respectful.
No, you're not. All right. So
I most definitely am. I'm giving him the same respect
now,
you gave me.
please continue where you guys left off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Seriously.
So his support for why I'm dialectically obligated to give the support in virtue of normative at least epistemic normativity, excuse me. Well, his reason for this was just because he came up here for this, okay? So that seems also a bit malformed to say that as well, because he didn't come up here just to ask me what's the argument for the account of love. No, he asked me at least initially why exactly is this the case for the prompt? Okay, we have statistics on it, and I was providing that. So not only is he dishonest, which I'm honestly going to say that this is bad faith in some sense, but well, that's not super relevant, and I won't pertain this to this discussion. I don't appreciate the dishonesty.
Okay.
You can respond now.
Okay, now it's my turn to respond. So I do have all of this on recording, by the way. So it is going to be really bad for you, brother, that you just lied on my recording. That's really bad for you.
Nice
I come up here. Hold on. I was really chill while you were talking. So I came up here and I asked questions in regards to the prompt, meaning that I'm going to be negating the prompt, right? So if you step up to me and start answering my questions in virtue of the prompt, it's going to be the case that you are affirming the prompt, whether you like it or not, right? And so whenever I say, yeah, you're dialectically obligated to provide justification for why this conclusion would follow from the premises, and you say, oh, well, I'm not obligated to because that's not my burden or that's not something that I have to do. Okay, that's fine. If you don't have to do it, if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. But just admit that you don't want to do it, which you already did. You already admitted that you don't want to have this conversation with me. That's completely fine. But that's just going to be a win for me, dog. That's just going to mean that I won this conversation against you. I'm warning you. So I don't want to walk away from this debate that easily. I don't know who the fuck that is talking.
Hey,
look, put yourself on mute, dog.
Sorry, look, I am going to interrupt the conversation.
I have the talking stick.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yeah, no, you're not. I have the talking stick.
I was going to explain to you, Poker.
I have the talking stick right now. Yeah, so I mean, I would like to continue. I would like to continue the debate. But I mean, if you don't want to continue the debate, that's fine.
A talking stick doesn't mean you can ramble infinitely. Just to be clear.
It actually does. Under my semantic, I'm sorry. Under my semantic reduction, it actually does mean that I can ramble infinitely. But go ahead.
Well, that can be under your semantic reduction.
I didn't ask you. Why did I ask you? Whoa! I didn't ask you that. I just said that under my semantic reduction, that means that I can ramble infinitely.
Yeah, let's chill.
I'm not gonna use my verbs here. But I'm gonna give you a brief synopsis, Poker. Essentially, what he did is we started providing sources that support the position. We also explained the semantic reduction and analytic truths. And then after that, I just said it's analytically true that if women desire something, then that means that they love it. And then he asked me what's the argument for like this certain type of semantical thesis, and I said I never made that proposition, so I wouldn't be like like obligated to it. And then he started saying I was obligated to it. I asked the argument. He said because I made a positive claim, but I didn't make a positive claim in the type of question that he's making. And then he said I am like he also like enforced that, but also said that what I'm obligated to is not something that he asked like earlier, right? The question he asked earlier is just the semantic thesis, but now he's asking I'm obligated in terms that they love it, and I already did provide supports for this. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So you said that if women desire something, then women love it, and that's just going to be analytically true. And then you asked for the argument for the semantical, what?
The semantic reduction.
Semantic thesis.
Semantic thesis.
The semantic reduction.
Hey, yo, I'm sorry. So specifically, you want to argue for the semantic reduction he gave?
That's what he's asking for.
And I said that's not my burden. But then he the reason or the support that he gave for why it's my burden was just like an irrelevant thing. So.
Wait, hold on.
I guess it's irrelevant that he was affirming the
proposition. This is kind of a blunder because alright, listen, hold on. If you're just saying woman desires something, then women love it. So if you desire something, you're just going to love it, and that's going to be analytically the case. And then he says, well, what's the argument for the semantic thesis? But the semantic thesis is just to say that what's the argument for the very semantics given, right? You did make a claim about the semantics of desire being analytically true when you say, it's love or whatever the fuck, right? So it would technically be your burden because you did make the claim about the semantics of it.
Damn, Moto getting great, bro.
Yeah, well, no, I wouldn't. Alright, so at least within the sense of epistemic normativity.
Why are you debating?
It wouldn't be my burden to motivate.
Richard, why are you talking?
It wouldn't be my burden to motivate why you should accept these semantics. It's just what I mean by it. I'm not making a claim.
Let's just get back to the debate.
That's what he claimed.
I mean, he clearly doesn't want to debate me anymore, so it's there's no debate anymore.
You could just give an argument for it.
Wait, there's two different claims.
He definitely claimed in in terms of epistemic normativity. I mean, that was
I did make a claim in terms of epistemic.
Two different claims have just been proposed. Stop. Hold on. Okay. So first, I heard that he said he wanted an argument for the semantic reduction. Then Modal, you said he wanted an argument for why we should accept the semantics for that term. So I want to be very clear here. Which one did he do? Did he ask for some normative reasons?
Essentially, earlier he asked me, why should you accept this account, right? And I would say that is an argument for the semantic thesis. Maybe I'm operating under a different account, but at least I'm going to say that's an argument, but it's going to be something that's epistemic normativity, under epistemic normativity.
Okay, so he said, why should we accept these semantics? That's going to be normative. Now, if that is what he asked for, then yeah, Modal would not have a burden if Modal did not make any normative claims.
Which I accepted, and then I moved over to the semantic reduction.
That said a bad word.
Wait, what did Richard say?
6-year-old?
I said I accepted that, and that's fine, and then I moved over to the semantic reduction.
Oh, okay. And then you asked for an argument for the semantics?
And then I asked for an argument for the semantic reduction, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what does it mean for an argument for a semantic reduction? What does that mean?
Whenever you say that love is going to reduce down to fantasies, I'm asking why that would follow. Because I asked why it would follow, or why that would be a piece of evidence.
Oh, that's what he said,
for
though.
the end, right?
Fantasies,
that's not what he said having fantasies would be an argument for why you love something.
Yeah, well, if he's asking me, what's the argument for this, I mean, I did answer earlier that it's just going to be true in virtue of, anatomicity. And, just, based off, pure meaning. Just based off pure meaning alone.
You're overcomplicating this.
I feel like you did not say that. I feel like you said it was just analytically true, and then you said you weren't obligated to answer that. I feel like that's
no. What I wasn't obligated to answer was why you should accept the semantics. But
I moved off of that, and then I moved into the semantic reduction.
Hold on. Well, if you want to support for why, if you love something, or that if you have desires for something, that means you love it. Well, that's just going to follow in virtue of what I mean by love, right? And it's just going to be analytical.
Is your definition idiosyncratic?
Oh, hold on, Moto, you're breaking yourself. Just for this conversation, you're holding to a different definition. It's not that complicated. You've clarified your definition. You're holding to that definition.
Yeah. I did clarify it, and maybe there's a bit of a tracking error on Richard's end earlier, because I did clarify that maybe it is a bit idiosyncratic.
Overcomplicating this by not just clearing
Well, if you think it's overcomplicating, that's fine, Allan. But earlier I did clarify to Richard that maybe it is like a bit idiosyncratic, but that is what I mean by
You
it.
did say that earlier, but I don't think that's a tracking error.
Well, I didn't say it was a tracking error.
You literally just
I
said
did
it's
say
a
that
tracking
maybe
error
there
on
was,
my
like, a bit of
part.
a
You
tracking
literally
error.
just said
No,
it was
he
a
said
tracking
it
I
error.
didn't
might-
claim that was a tracking error, so
He
that maybe
said
it
it
was.
might be a little bit of a
Hey,
tracking
all y'all
error.
shut the fuck
Okay,
up and
so
lick
what do you
my
think
butt.
that- what
All
do you
y'all
think
shut the
the
fuck up and lick my
Break
butt.
that stuff. Andrew, I'll kill you.
Well, what I mean there is just because, like, you didn't mention this, that what I'm going to, like, presume is just that you didn't track that earlier.
Have y'all
right?
concluded?
Okay,
That
so
is
then
what
that
I
would be
mean.
a claim that it's a
Dude,
tracking
Moto,
error.
you're
Okay,
just
that's fine.
gibberating and
Okay,
hoping
that's
he
fine.
loses.
What are we
his
on?
turn, bro.
Girl.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
not, like,
like,
gibbering.
girl.
Like, does anyone else, like, think
I
of
do
gibbering?
the
Or?
same
Not
shit.
literally
Lock 'em
gibbering,
up
but
in
like
the
you're losing a lot of
Well,
words.
yeah, I know
you're
what you mean.
using.
Like, yeah.
You can compress this into like a third of the words.
I mean,
Okay,
I
Allan just
don't have an
doesn't
issue
understand
following
jargon,
any of
so
what
he's
he's
mad,
saying.
but- Look,
I don't have
he's
an
not
issue
understanding
following.
what he's
I don't
saying.
have an
He's just
issue
taking a
following
long
what he's
time to
saying.
say
I
it.
just have
It's
an
not
issue
going.
with
But
like
yeah,
why there
I'm,
hasn't been an
I'm
argument
like,
yet.
yeah, I'm slowing it down.
Like, or like, are
sure.
like? Here's the thing. Are you gonna
Oh,
defend the
Richard, he
proposition?
wasn't
Or
done.
not?
Fuck up, boy.
Yo, what the fuck? I was asking him a question.
Anyways, go
I was
ahead.
asking a
But,
question.
yeah, poker. Who is this Richard person like known in Tom? Because he knows Cap.
I can't tell.
Fucking
Bro, he's a fan. He's just a fan. He's a fan.
But
All right,
I
y'all
mean,
gonna let me ask a question?
Huh. Well, yeah, I mean, he knows, like, Cap, that's fine. Well, can you ask a question, like, is this, like, sibling some modal machinery?
Bro.
but we don't have to talk about all that shit, bro. Oh my god.
Okay,
Like,
so
this
I'm
fuck
just
it. What
curious.
is the dispute?
That was
What
just
is-
really
Is the
scary.
proposition gonna be defended or no? Like,
Let's see. It says women
Is
love
the
grape. I
proposition
mean, I don't even want to. I don't want to defend this, but I don't. Anyway, I don't want to.
so
Well,
the
that's
debate's
like
so the
something
debate's
that's in
over.
literature, by the way.
So the
But-
debate's over.
I know it is,
Wait,
bro. It's just funny.
wait, hold on. Wait, Allan, Modal. Do any of y'all like seriously like try to defend this or?
Yeah, I defend it.
Yeah, we all,
Prompt?
Just
we
using
all
the
believe
statistics.
this. We all believe this.
Oh, hey,
Hold on, to be
I'm not
clear,
following
this
that
isn't even-
universal
You say we.
distribution.
Hold on, poker. You're talking about the prompt, right?
We're
Yeah.
all, bro.
It's not hard to defend.
Well, I don't want to defend it. That's
We all believe this shit.
Well, I mean, like it is true, just given the studies that have been done on the topic. There are no other studies, right? That like.
W predicate logic mentioned
If you had every woman ever. In
I mean,
this life,
like maybe you could
everyone's
just
saying
say
every
like
single one of them
women.
female.
Alright, anyway.
Oh, granted,
Name
we're
them.
saying it in a really abrasive way, which gets a lot of attention. But like, if we were to like reword it just to mean the same thing, but like nicer, it'd still be true. Like we just believe it's true, even though like it's a very abrasive way of putting it.
Why do you believe it's true?
Well, I guess I'll just say like something like this. Specifically, what they're saying with this prompt is that women have grape fantasies, or at least they have some liking to grape, and that's just backed up with
As a
like
concept,
studies.
yeah.
So
I compare it to
I
like.
don't know if Richard like has any qualms with that.
Poker,
Yeah, I would have an
I'll
issue
actually-
with the
I
framing
can
of
give an
that.
analogy, poker, to help you understand our position a little better.
Wait, Richard, you say you have qualms with that?
I would have an issue with that. Yeah, but he can go ahead.
Well, that they like they at least like to fantasize about it.
Well, I mean, it depends on like how you're framing like someone liking something or someone having like an inclination to something, because the way that you say that, like the way that most people think about that whenever it says like I like something or I love something or I have an inclination for something, we usually imagine that person understands like the outcome of that thing, right? That person has experienced that thing. But it seems like with these studies, they don't really show women who have experienced grape, or something like that. And so if you were to look at these women having an inclination towards it, it might be something that was reinforced through something like social media or through stereotypes that they see, where they don't really understand
I mean,
the issues
speaking,
of
no,
grape,
hold on,
which-
real quick.
what, you're
People-
interrupting
no,
me
no,
while
no,
I'm
no,
speaking.
I'm
It's
interrupting
okay. It's
you
all
real
good.
quick.
It's all good. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
You're,
Go ahead. You can
so
interrupt.
real quick, just letting you
Why do
know,
you keep interrupting me, bro?
it's people who have experienced rape more likely to have these fetishes because it's like it's a trauma response, right? Like
Oh,
people
so it could
who
be
are
a trauma response
assaulted.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's actually more likely to happen among those people. So that's just
So,
true.
but that would also be contradictory to like the way you're framing it, though, Because you're framing it as in like they like
what's
this
the
thing,
thing?
like they have a rational liking towards this thing, but it could be the case that it's an
I never said
irrational
rational.
thing.
I never said rational.
Well, then how are you framing it? I'm confused. What's the conclusion that we're
A
supposed to
liking
draw
in
from
general,
this?
like it could be rational or irrational.
But you
liking-
understand whenever you say that someone likes something, that there's going to be like implications from that. Whenever you're
I
framing
don't
it,
see how
that
there's an implication.
there is an implication. If I say like someone likes something, like we imagine that someone
there
wants
are
to experience that thing
implications.
like rationally, right? Like
Oh, no,
there's going to be
no.
implications from that.
What's your theory of modal constituents?
I don't think that's relevant to what I'm saying.
But
Yeah,
Richard,
Richard,
can you prove that there are
actually, most
implications
things
at
that
all?
we do and enjoy are not rational because we don't like go out of our way to think about why we enjoy something. We just do, right? Like I enjoy pizza, and to be honest, I never thought why I enjoy pizza so much. I just do, right? It's not like something I rationally would enjoy. I think I like the response. I like it. I just do, right? Even if, let's say, like I got beat upside the head with pizza and it caused me to like it later on, right? That's why I like it. Let's say it's an irrational liking because of trauma. It doesn't matter. I still like it.
But what if you like pizza that poisoned you? What would you say about
Then
that?
I would like pizza that poisons me.
Oh really?
like-
I think you understand what I was asking you, but I think you're trying to like.
But
move
then I
past
would,
it. What,
right?
what if you like
they're both
pizza that
taking me a
poisons you?
liking to. You're just confused. Like
No,
someone
I'm
with
not confused. I
lactose
think you understand what
intolerance
I'm
can
asking
like
you,
ice
but you
cream
don't
and
want to
understand
answer
it
what I'm
rationally.
asking.
Yo, chill out with the cock.
Hold on, Richard.
chill out.
Someone with lactose intolerance like
Yo,
ice
Allan,
cream.
what if you got raped though? Would you like that?
No, I wouldn't. I'm not into it. Right?
So why
Less
do you
men
think
are
women
into
like
this
it?
than women are.
So you think women are?
Yeah, look at the study provided.
Why do you say women? You should say some women because it says 50.
No, women as in a majority. Look at the study.
It should be.
Well, when you say woman, that's just some general claim, so like it's not a specified claim. So you don't need to specify
Turn that shit
some.
off.
Richard, I want you to answer. Hold on, little stuff. Yo, Richard, I want you to answer real quick. Can people who have a lactose intolerance like enjoy or like dairy products?
Yeah, because lactose intolerance isn't a serious enough issue to like cause like some sort of lifelong trauma or anything like that.
The
yeah.
seriousness of the issue isn't relevant, right? It causes harm.
No, it is very relevant. It's gonna make your
Why?
it's gonna make your hypothetical disanalogous. Because in the case of a woman liking grape or someone liking poisonous pizza, that's going to that's going to be constitutive of like long-term issues or like a long-term like mental state
It's gonna
that's
constitute
associated with that
norms,
person.
bro.
And
constitute
whenever you're
norms.
trying to analogize that with
Battery
hold on.
level
Can you hear
low.
that? Yeah, sorry.
He's
about
just
that.
using
If
fucking
they're-
random
If they're
jargon.
gonna try to like harmonize that with a case of someone being lactose intolerant still drinking milk, I don't think that's gonna work. That's
Let me
why.
break it
I
down
don't
for you
think
real
that's
quick. Let me break it down for you.
I don't think that's
We
relevant.
have the person. We have the person, and they like something, and something brings harm to them. Correct?
Yes, but it depends on what
Okay,
you mean
so
by harm.
where's the symmetry breaker between those two?
The symmetry breaker is in the amount of harm that it brings to that person.
I'm not. That's not even like. That's not even.
That's very relevant.
we're
I don't know
talking
what you.
about.
I don't
Why is
know
it
what you're
relevant?
saying.
Why is
That's
even a
very
harm
relevant.
relevant?
I just
to the-
explained why
to
it's
the
relevant.
analogy?
I just explained why it's relevant.
What's the point of an analogy, by the way? Do you know
The point of an
is?
analogy is to show a similarity between two things.
It's to compare two unlike things and show
Yeah,
similarities.
that's what I just said.
Yeah. So they don't have to be identical for the analogy
Of course
to
they
work,
don't,
right?
but if
The
something makes
principle
them
needs to be the
disanalogous,
same, right?
then it's going to
So-
make your analogy minute.
Wait. So the level of severity needs to be identical, or else it's disanalogous.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that there needs to be some sort of if you're gonna try to analogize things, if there is a symmetry breaker that's going to like make your analogy minute. If there's a symmetry breaker, and the problem here is that whenever we're looking at the harm, like that's going to be a symmetry breaker between women likes grape, a woman likes poisonous pizza,
Why?
or someone who's lactose intelligent likes milk. That's going
Why
to be
is that a symmetry breaker?
That's
Like,
going to be a
the
symmetry
intensity is
breaker
not a
because
symmetry
whenever you
breaker.
say that people like that, there's going to be more like rationality.
It's
of
just
someone
factually
liking
not a
that
symmetry breaker. It's
versus
just not.
it. What do you mean? What does it mean to factually be a symmetry breaker?
But I'm not gonna lie, I think a lot of nonsense is just being said.
Anyway, okay, you know
No,
what?
I
You know,
think
I'm
this is very
taking. I'm
substantive.
taking.
I think this is
Richard,
very
I'll simplify this.
substantive.
I'm taking the
Wait, hold on,
positive,
just slow,
right?
just
That
slow.
it's not. You're taking the positive position.
Allan,
Give
can
me
Yeah, I
I
am taking a
clarify
positive position. You're correct. You're correct.
Give me the
Okay,
argument.
so-
Give me the positive argument, Flex.
I gave you the argument that
honestly,
if there's a
it is
symmetry
not
breaker
just
within
one
your
of those
analogy,
cases
then your
is
analogy is
different.
minute.
That's
There's
not
a
what I'm saying.
symmetry
You
breaker
can
within your
have
analogy
symmetry.
conclusion, therefore your analogy is minute.
Okay. Yo,
Yo,
can I
hold
talk
on.
real quick?
To be clear, a difference in two scenarios does not break the symmetry.
That's not what
when
I said.
You said it was too much of a difference.
If there's a symmetry breaker.
All right, yo,
No,
Allan,
there's
you're
just a
letting him control the conversation. Don't let him do that. But yeah,
sweetie, don't worry.
Richard, like on both sides, not only Allan but also Richard's side, Like it just seems that they're not talking about things that are interesting. And if we want to like sway this into like a more interesting and more fruitful and productive
Battery level
conversation,
low.
that'd be pretty fine.
That's fair. We could talk about something more interesting, but I would poker. I would like to consult you with poker. Am I wrong about there not being a symmetry breaker there? I'm curious.
I wasn't listening because I just think that.
Honestly, like I just like stopped tracking Brad too.
That's fine. I'll basically I compared, right. So I said we have a person who has a liking or likes something, and that something brings them potential harm or brings them harm, and I said, grape could be the thing they like that brings them harm, or, someone who has lactose intolerance, right? A dairy product could be the thing they like that brings them harm. And he's saying that there's the symmetry, they're not analogous because the harm is on different levels. And I'm pretty sure that's just not how to, you're smarter than me, so what would you say?
I wasn't listening again. Like,
okay, whatever. That's fine. Yo, Brian, you want to come debate the prof, Brian?
Yo, Allan, can you give me access to the live recordings?
I will.
This would be a good clip for not the two.
yeah,
maybe
get that
like a
heat,
short.
boy. Get that heat, boy.
Clip of what? Of Richard?
I can send you all the
yeah,
clip.
yeah,
I was recording. I can send you all the clip if you want.
Oh no, I don't want to get the clip from you. I'm much rather
Why not?
just get the clip from the live recording.
Why not? You can get the clip from
by
me.
the way,
Because I don't want to get.
What's bad about
You
the
don't want to
clip?
see. You don't want to see me like whooping your ass on the clip.
Yo, Richard,
I
just said that the level of severity.
I understand.
No,
It's
he
okay.
cut
You
off
can
So
just
the
all
like
level of
use it
severity
whenever
and
you see it.
harm is a symmetry breaker between like two analogies. Like I don't think you want to.
Well, I mean that's just like a loaded question, but yeah, I just want to get the
Loaded
clip.
question.
I'm gonna
What's a loaded
upload
question?
to
Nobody asked a
TikTok.
question.
Okay, I'll go ahead
You know
and
what
send
else
you guys
is
the
loaded?
clip since you guys
Wait,
want
hold
it from
on,
me.
Moto. Nobody asked a question.
You know what else is loaded?
No,
Who asked
he
the
did ask a question. He said
Richard
you
did?
want to see me beating your ass, essentially.
Oh,
is
that's
what I
kind of
heard.
me. That was
That is a loaded question.
No,
It's
I thought you were
assuming
talking
that
to me.
like he did that, but
Never mind.
it's not what.
That's objectively true. It's analytically true. My bad.
I mean,
It's
if
like
you,
semantic
I mean,
reduction.
that's just going to be like tautological, right?
Oh, sorry. I'm not
You say
really
something's
obligated to
objectively
answer
true.
that. Well, I'm not
That's
really obligated to
tautological.
answer that. I'm not really obligated to answer that.
Well, I didn't ask a question, so
I know. I was
guess.
just answering your
What the fuck?
presupposition there, so I'm not obligated to
Well, I
answer
didn't
that.
like make a presupposition.
I understand, but I had
what
an
I just
inference.
said.
I
I
had
mean, of
inference
course, there are
reasons
some
to believe
inherent
that you were gonna make
presuppositions.
that you were
in
gonna
everything
try to
that
say
you
that.
Y'all
I'm
niggas are
obligated
like
to answer something, or
hard.
that you were gonna
Y'all
try to
niggas
make
are
an
like,
answer.
this is a white
So I'm
man
just letting you know
thing.
ahead of time. Like I'm not really obligated to answer any of your questions.
Okay, just calm down.
How
I'm just
about
gonna,
y'all debate
upload this
I'm very
to
calm.
YouTube.
Y'all want to debate meta-ontology with each other?
Meta-ontology.
I'm not really good with
do you hold, like, a
meta-ontology.
certain
I'm good with
meta-ontological
meta-ethics,
thesis?
just not meta-ontology.
Oh, meta-ethics.
Oh.
I'm fine with
yeah,
that.
we can talk about that. What are like some of your meta-ethical commitments?
I would say I'm committed to ethical emotivism.
We lost the plot, bro. You're committed.
I
You
run
want to
Alex
emotivism?
O'Connor's. I run Alex O'Connor. Ethical emotivism,
Oh,
and then
see,
sometimes I like to do quasi-realism.
interesting. I mean, why do you take it that like most people like are emotivist? Like the intent behind their expressions are emotive in the context of moral discourse?
I don't think I would be like epistemically justified in answering that, to be honest.
Okay, but you think that you are, right?
I would
Like,
say that
you
I
are
would say
emotive.
I would not say that I am though. No.
Wait. So you hold to emotivism, but
Yeah,
the
like a
intent
view
behind your-
on most people, but it wouldn't include myself though, because I feel like I'm more rational with how I taught.
Oh, so well, yeah. I was asking previously, like, do you think that like when most people make moral expressions, they're emotive?
I would assume yes, but like I said, I don't think I'm epistemically justified in saying that. though.
Oh,
I feel
you
like
just,
that's
like,
the
have
issue with
intuition.
most meta-ethics though, is that they're not like whenever they try to make these sort of like claims about most people, I don't really know how you can make that without
That's easy.
understanding how most people taught.
I mean, that's very simple. I can like give an example. So when we talk about like so when we talk about like something emotive, it's going to be a mind to world kind of attitude where it's basically just your mind reacting to the world, and typically we do these things called interjections. So like if we get hurt, we say ouch, right? Or something like affects, let's say boo. So no, those are interjections, but typically when in moral discourse we make moral expressions, they don't actually follow the syntax of a interjection, like boo or yay or ouch. They actually more so have this kind of declarative structure to them. which is more consistent with some propositional kind of states or some like declarative attitudes. So I just take it that that's
And
gonna.
what's your
be
account of
against-
declarative?
Declarative? What do you mean?
Like, what would you say declarative means in this instance?
Well, like syntactically or just like the
Like
meaning.
semantically.
Oh, but I take it to mean just going to be a true or false, or the kind of thing which is some true or false evaluative content.
And so you'd say whenever most people are like reacting or speaking about an ethical situation or just like a situation that they just like experience, you would say that most people have this truth happiness in the way that they speak?
Yeah, because typically moral expressions are declarative.
Could
So they
someone,
have like, you know, a
could someone
subject,
say though that there's not a predicate, that like you can't have a moral predicate though? Couldn't someone object to this?
Yeah, I mean, you can, of course, you can like give an objection, but it just doesn't seem to be the case that the objections have much like evidence in favor for it.
What would you try to defend when it comes to metaethics?
I'm a indexical subjectivist, and I believe. Anyway, yeah, I'm just a subjectivist, so I hold to like subjective semantics. Yeah, and that also just be like meta semantic view. So I just take it that we're actually making some reports on our psychological states when we make moral claims, and that's.
I have a question.
What's up, man?
Just saying. Okay, so this goes for all women, right? Like every single woman, right? Like.
Well, we're having a way more interesting.
No, I'm just saying every single woman, right?
That's not what the prompt says.
Okay, but like, is this going like? Do you think like underage women would like will agree with this too, right?
If you're underage, you're not a woman.
Okay, I'm just making sure like this that just point off of that. Like I don't want to just clarifying that. All right, you guys can continue making sure of that.
I'm curious, what would be your motivation for indexical subjectivism?
Oh, that's pretty easy. So, well, indexical subjectivism's mainly just like anecdotal. But if you want motivation for like why most people are like subjectivists, I would just say that like typically when we make moral claims or come across something which we evaluate morally speaking, it initiates some kind of attitudes of disapproval or approval, or some sadness, happiness, things of that nature. And typically, those kinds of phenomenon are present with subjectivist claims or claims about our psychological states, rather than claims about the world or things independent of our psychological state. So, for example, when I say, "Hey, the sun is larger than the Earth," that doesn't trigger some like emotion out of me. Right? I'm saying something about the world independent of my psychological states, and naturally, well, it's not the case that I get any emotional reaction out of that whatsoever. But usually, like if I make a claim about how I feel, right? If I say something like, "Hey,"
Shut up. Shut up. We're having a good conversation. We're having a good conversation.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about? Like, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know, bro. Once the
Wait,
lobster
can
come
I
up.
speak? Can I speak?
Hell
No,
yeah.
hold on. Can I say something quick? Alright, Puppy, you should probably host a live and then just like invite Richard.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Can I say something?
Well, actually, I can't go live on this account. You need to follow my other one. Just send him my my main account.
Yeah. Or y'all could join this.
Yeah, it's like I can pull that up.
Okay,
What is
can
it?
I,
It's like possibly necessary.
can I say something?
Go ahead.
It's like metaphysically necessary, yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Allan,
Fucking user.
Yeah, what's up, Paul?
why are you running this prompt, bro? Like, come on.
What's wrong with it?
Contradicting your bio, though.
Wait.
Yo, this is why I don't. Paul just like virtue signals, bro. Don't listen to him.
No, bring it back up. I want to talk to him real quick because he doesn't understand. I kind of feel bad. I'll explain this to him real quick.
Can I now speak?
No, you
Dude,
can't.
the one
Wait.
that says woman-
Give me
woman
2
don't
seconds
look
real
without
quick.
makeup.
And he
Women
left,
don't
bro.
look without makeup.
Oh, okay, Paul. Real quick, like, I don't think grape is good. I'm not asserting
can have
grape is
poker.
good on live. Okay. I'm just saying that, like, they do like it according to all of the studies we have available on it. This is just something that they enjoy as a top.